During a public hearing in front of the Canadian County Commissioners earlier this month, opponents to the creation of a planning and zoning board for unincorporated parts of the county told commissioners that creating such a board would go against the conservative principles that are strongly held in one of Oklahoma's most Republican counties. As a proposed wind farm continues to spark debate on whether a planning and zoning board should be created for parts of the county outside of city limits, opponents of such a board have told commissioners that they want to be left alone, and many with that mindset wore stickers at January's public hearing that said, "Don't tread on my property rights."
I represent a group of folks here today called the Citizens for Protection of Private Property Rights. You'll see a sticker many of us are wearing, "Don't tread on my property rights." Many of us who moved to Canadian County from Oklahoma City, I did 10 years ago, bought many acres, for the reason that I wanted to have the ability to get away from homeowners associations, get away from people telling me what color my roof is, get away from people telling me if I could have animals or not, to move to the country to have uninhibited rights to use my property as I saw fit.
Commissioners are unable to create a planning and zoning board by themselves, as all they can do is call for a vote of the people. District 1 Commissioner Phil Carson said he would like to see a vote called, and when asked following the public hearing what he thought about accusations that calling for such a vote would not be conservative, Carson said his view was aimed at protecting the citizens of unincorporated Canadian County.
My response is that we're doing this to help the citizens of our unincorporated area. We don't want to tell them that they can't have their farm, they can't plant whatever kind of crop they want, that they can't build a house. That's not the point. The point is to control unwanted expansion and growth in the future because of our fast growth in this county.
District 3 Commissioner Jack Stewart said he can see both sides of the argument, but his conservative principles will play a part in whatever decision he ultimately makes. In fact, Stewart said he was asked about planning and zoning while he ran for office, and believed at the time that such a board was not a good idea.
One of the questions at a forum when I was running for this was, what is your opinion of zoning for the county? Would you be for or against it? It wasn't a question I was prepared for at that point. So I had to think on my feet real quick. But again, my conservative values stepped forward, and I said I would be against it. That's more government. Conservatively, I am for less government. I still am. I still agree with that.
County commissioners will continue to discuss the issue in the coming weeks, but at least 2 of the 3 commissioners say more research needs to be done before a decision can be made, especially since it will be a move to expand the size of government, a concept that is unpopular for many in conservative Canadian County.